Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek, I am Penge and welcome back to Academia School Simulator, where of course we are back at the very lovely Cupboard College, and last time out we had to get ourselves the services of a second counsellor into the school because we were struggling a little bit to manage all of the delinquent students that were cropping up and causing trouble and being rowdy and being bullies and all that kind of stuff. So Hector here, I mean he's wonderful, is Hector. We know that Hector is brilliant. He is a very, very good counsellor. He has magic counselling powers, which means that he can go and do counselling with students even though they're not in the same room as him. Such is his power, but he is only one person and he was struggling a little bit with the numbers. So we got him some help. So over here, this is our second counsellor. This is Laverne Sylvian. So I'd like to think that Hector is kind of the chief counsellor. He is the counsellor prime, if you like, and then maybe Laverne is kind of his assistant or something like that. I'd like to think that Hector is in charge. I mean, we pay them the same, but from a narrative point of view, Hector here is the head counsellor, and Laverne over here in this lovely little office over here, Laverne is the one that sort of reports into Hector. So yeah, we want them to get these numbers of delinquent students down. We are on day 6 of the year, and it's only just started. So they've got day 6, 7, 8 and 9, but we do have 9 troublesome students, 9 delinquents. So 4 in year 1, 3 in year 2, and then 1 each in years 3 and 4. That's still quite a lot. That's quite a lot of delinquent students for them to work through in only 4 days worth of school time. So yeah, hopefully they can get those numbers down. And of course, it does not mean that once those numbers are down, that's it. They're done, because other students can then crop up. They can become delinquent. So at least we've got 2 people in. So they can start working on that, which is very, very handy. We also blueprinted this extra building just here. Now, I know that we've not finished work on this building yet, and we haven't really properly started on this building here, apart from 2 rooms and a bit of a wall. But it's important to get these things kind of blueprinted out in my mind, so then at least I can see where we're going with this in the future. And the idea is that this is going to be a sort of science and maths block. So this bit up here is going to be your sort of arts area, and this here is going to contain science labs and computer labs. So down here we're going to have classrooms, that's going to be a toilet, and these 6 rooms here can be split evenly between science labs and computer labs. And the science labs obviously help out with the learning of the science, and the computer labs I believe help boost the mathematical learning. So that's the plan. Now I'd like to sort of do what we've done up here a little bit and just build enough of this structure here just to get in at least 1 science lab and at least 1 computer lab. Now I'm not entirely sure which way round we should do that. Should we have that as the science lab and that as the computer lab? I do not know. I'm not entirely sure, but that's going to be the plan, because then we've got at least 1 special room type for each of the lessons that they're going to be learning. So we've got kind of art stuff up here, we've got history, we've got languages, then we've got PE just here, and then we'll have science, and we will have mathematics. So we will have covered each of the lesson types with at least 1 of the special rooms, which is quite handy. I quite like the idea of that. And I think our students do lag behind in the science and the maths as well. Yeah, they're here, they're not. History and PE is also struggling, but language they're absolutely rocking. It's the massive library. It's the huge, spacious, very well-stocked library. That's what it is. But yeah, we do need to get those rooms in and hopefully increase our math and science abilities a little bit. So that's going to be on the agenda for today. I'd like to get that in. I mean, we do earn quite a lot of money, so hopefully we should be able to muddle through with that. Also, last time we did have a look at the buy land feature, which we're not going to do right now. We're not going to buy land at the moment, but at some point it might be quite nice to buy some more land and get some more sort of more ground to expand onto. And we put in an extra AV room as well, and we did various other little bits and bobs. So let's move time on, because we're currently learning experimentation. That's what our current sort of research goal is. There it is. It's going to take a little while to learn. Why are the students unhappy? Unable to get food, hate peeing in the bushes, school should be more fun. I mean, it does make me think that maybe we should put that toilet in over here, because as we have seen before, yay for catching a troon, as we've seen before in academia, I do sometimes think that maybe it's the number of toilet zones there are that makes the students kind of more content with the availability of toilets, rather than the number of toilets that are in the actual rooms themselves. I'm not entirely sure, but that has happened in the past. So maybe we get this kind of bit constructed here. If we could do that, that might be quite nice. But of course, we can't do anything really with these rooms anyway until experimentation is done. So let's, Joe, actually, hang on. We could at least get some of the walls in, couldn't we? we could get the walls in and stuff like that. Let's have a look. If we go to build and go to walls, let's pause time for a second. What colour do we want these walls? So we've got brick for our main building. We've got stone for our big building over here with the library in. We've got wood for our art block. Now we have run out of the fancy sort of walling, apart from tiles. I'm not having a tiled sort of big building. That's just all sorts of weird. So let's pick, I mean, purple. Why not? Let's have purple walls for the science block. Why not, eh? So yeah, that'll look nice. A nice sort of shade of purple. So if we can get the walls in for this section here, I'd be quite happy with that. So if we can bring that across like that, I mean, it's going to be relatively expensive. Maybe right now we can only get the walls and the flooring in. But if we can get that done, at least that's something. So there we go. So the walls are in. We're down to 3,160 monies. It costs so much to build walls and things in academia. It's very, very expensive. Right, and then we want to get some doors. So these are going to be doors to the loo. So we'll have a door down this end and a door down that end, because that's absolutely fine. And then we'll have a door just here. And then maybe, why we put the doors in the corridor for that, on the outside, sorry, for that room, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. But let's put the door just there for that one, for now. Let's just pop those doors in. So at least the builders, because we know what the builders are like. They'll build something and then get stuck. So, oh, look at that. Oh, that's wonderful. That is wonderful. And someone has dropped out because they were not able to eat food. Okay, so while the builders are doing this, we shall pause the game for a second. People have suggested in the comments that we need to go and have a look through at the cafeteria linking to make sure that the people from the classrooms are actually linked to the cafeteria. And indeed they are. So we can see here all those classrooms linked to the cafeteria, all those ones linked to the cafeteria. So yeah, that's not the problem. It might be a case of vending machines. A few people in the comments, particularly Mel J over on the Discord as well, has said that we might need to throw around quite a lot of vending machines so they can just grab a snack on the way. But again, it seems a little bit it's a little bit weird, this in academia. And we've seen this before with the food issues. Do you know what? How much is a vending machine? How much is a vending machine? 270. So why don't we just put some more of those around the place? There's one over there near that common area. Can we put one around here somewhere? I mean, can we pop one over here maybe? I mean, this is... Do you know what? Let's just put one there. We'll have an outdoorsy one just there. So that's a vending machine over there. Then there's a couple up here, so that should be absolutely fine. How about we put one in the corridor here, and then one up here as well. So invest in those there. We won't want to put any in the library. That might not be good. People with big bags of crisps, big rustly bags of crisps, and everyone's going shh at them. Let's put one over there. So on the outside, again, that's fine. And we will put one over in this common area. Let's tuck it into that corner just there. That's quite nice. Do you know what they haven't got in that common area? They have not got trash sort of bin things over there. Maybe we need to do that as well. And we will put one maybe just next to that trash bin there in the corridor. And then also, yeah, let's get a trash can and let's put that over here somewhere as well. In fact, can we back it onto there? So one there, and we'll pop one just there as well. I don't really want any sort of trash bins up here because it looks a little bit rubbish, doesn't it? That's supposed to look really pretty. I don't really want the prettiness to be ruined by a bin full of, horrible mouldy food or whatever. So there we go. So we'll set those things, we'll put those things down. It's going to take a little while for those things to go in because our builders here are currently building the walls. There's only 2 of them at the minute. Where's our 3rd builder gone? I thought that was them just there, but no, that's not. That's the one on the patrol route. So we have 4 builders. We have 3 that run around and do the building, and then Kimberly Hui, the brilliantly named Kimberly Hui, she just goes around on a patrol route and just fixes stuff. I don't know where the other one is. I'm not entirely... Oh, no, they're up there. They're up there. Why are you up there? What are you doing? You're going to work, Eve Desert. You're often a bit of a problem, aren't you, Eve? Why are you up here? Where are you Where had you been, Eve? What are you doing wandering around the fields? Okay, yeah, get back down here and let's get all these walls in. I notice you've put the doors in first again. Nice. Are you going to build yourselves out of the building? And, yep, there you go. Good job. You fools. You're supposed to leave... Oh, yeah, actually, no, there's not a door. There's not a door, but still, they could have at least built themselves in and completed that bit. We'll give them a double door. It's fine. There we go. And then we'll get the the outdoors bit in as well. We'll put the paver floor just there. And then, yeah, we are going to want some flooring in. Our money is running a bit low right now, so let's not bother with that right now. Let's just let them build all this stuff. Christabel Geisin left your school to go to the Evil Intelligence Institute. More brainwashing going on by the baddies. Never mind. We can't do anything about it. I still think we should be able to lure their students over to us. There's no mechanism for us to do that right now, but I think that should be a thing. I think we should be allowed to go and get their students to join us. It seems a bit unfair that it's all that sort of one way. Okay, right, how expensive is it going to be to get bathroom tiles into that entire room? It's going to be more money than we have. Okay, right, let's wait for the next day, shall we? 2 students set straight by counselling? That's wonderful. How many have we got left now? Only 7 troublemakers. Okay, that's very good. Good job, Hector, and good job, Laverne. Well done, good teamwork. And another one's been set straight as well. This is wonderful. Okay, who would it have been? You, possibly? Bradley Push? Or Cedric Biro. You're both going to go to the loo though, so I'll leave you to it. I won't interrupt. That would seem a little bit intrusive. However, that toilet cubicle is going to fall apart. We will repair that, thank you very much. But yeah, okay, so now we're down to 6. That's good. That's good. They got rid of 3 on day 6. And at that rate, if they get rid of 3 on one day... Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, this is wonderful. We're down to 5. We're down to 5. Yeah, maybe then. Maybe by the end of the year, our numbers of delinquents will be back down to 0, which will be very, very good, particularly when we get our sort of end-of-year report card thing. We want delinquency to be nice and low. Another student has been set straight by counselling. Well done, counsellor team. That's going very well. Down to 4 now. Okay, wonderful news. This is going very well. This is going very well. I'm now pretty confident by the end of the year, we will have all the students behaving well and properly, like they should be, and not being, you know, really troublesome, horrible little nuisances. Okay, so day 7 has arrived. We have been paid, which is very lovely. So we should be able to get at least the flooring done now. I noticed they haven't done that bit of wall either. Are you being annoying with this? Or you decided that that's just not going to happen? Well, won't do that then. That's fine. And we'll go back and we'll grab purple wall. Put one little bit back there. Okay, so that's got that done. So the toilet area will be done. That's absolutely fine. What flooring do we want to have going throughout this little corridor area over here? I mean, what have we got over here? They've got the sort of the, whatever that is. What's that one called again? Where is it? They've got diagonal floor. Over here, they've got marble and a bit of wood up there. We haven't done that bit of corridor yet. Do you know what? Over here, let's have checkerboard floor. Why not? Let's just have some checkerboard floor in that sort of corridor area. So that can go like that, which is nice. So hopefully, there you go. Look, they're already running in and sorting stuff out. And then we need to sort out the flooring in these rooms as well. Yeah, we'll just... You know what? Right, the science rooms, and we've done this before on previous runs of Academia, we'll give them concrete floors because it's going to be dangerous. The kids are going to be playing with chemicals and Bunsen burners, and Bunsen burners are essentially just, yeah, little tiny flamethrowers. So what we'll do is, if we put concrete tiles down, they're less likely to cause any sort of lasting damage. If we put carpet down, they're going to spill chemicals on the carpet and it's going to burn a hole in it and all that kind of stuff. And if we put wood floor down, wood and Bunsen burners, that's a bad mix. So how about we just have... hang on, are those rooms... They look the same size. Hang on a minute. Blueprint, ruler. They look the same. So they are 8 by 8. Is that 8 by 8? That is also 8 by 8. Okay, right. So they're exactly the same. So it doesn't really matter which one is what room, which one is the computer lab and which one is the science lab. Let's have that one as the science lab. Then just say, in fact, no. Let's have that one as the science lab, because then we can put a window in and that will allow them to vent out any noxious fumes they might have made from some bad chemical mixtures. So we'll put that there. So that can be concrete. And then in the computer room, I don't know, what shall we put? How about yellow? That will do the job quite nicely. A nice yellow floor for that there. So yeah, let's run time on. Do you know what? They're actually doing a pretty good job. They're doing a pretty good job there. They're being nice and quick with this. Okay, now let's zone these out then. So special rooms. Let us find the computer lab. Can go just there. And a science lab can go just here. And then let's try and get the... And they've done the science lab first. They've done the flooring there. So let's get that in. So let's go down to a science lab. Right, what do we need here then? I can't remember what we need from this. So a cabinet, at least 2 tables, microscope, periodic table, and a chalkboard. Okay, so once they've cleared that room, once they're actually out of there, yay! Right, okay, so they've done that. So science lab is now ready to be sort of tooled up. So we're going to want tables for 24 students. So let's sort of maybe, can we run that down like that? Are they going to be able to get to the other side there? That's, what's that? That's 12. Yeah, that's 12 students. Okay, right, I'm good at this. I'm good at the numbers. It's fine. So that's 24. We might want an extra table in, just in case we have some classes with extra students in. For now, let's just put one there. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. And then what else do we need? We need science cabinets, microscopes, periodic tables, and chalkboards. Oh, crikeys. Okay. Right, where can we put these? Where can we put all these things? Well, that's... do you know what? I quite like being able to see the things. I quite like being able to see, like, the periodic table and all that kind of stuff. Okay, maybe that door is in a terrible place. Let's move the door. Let's dismantle the door. Yeah, sell the door. I like we sell a door. We just go up to someone and just offer them a door. Right, get rid of all that stuff in there. Let's not have any of that, thank you. We'll get rid of the door. We'll then put the door back in. Of course, this is going to take some time for them to do. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, okay. They were really keen on removing that door. Okay, and then put that in there. So then put the door back in, and you've well done. That was the quickest the builders have ever done anything. Good job. Right, and then we want to go for walls and the purple wall just there. And then we want to get ourselves the concrete floor just there. Okay, are they going to do that pronto as well or not? No, but never mind. Right, so now I can go back to here and we can see if we can fit in the tables any better. So let's see, shall we? So if we have tables running down like that all the way to the end, I think that should be fine. So lots of tables running down like that. So, and I think they can just, the students can leap over the tables or something. It'll all be good. So that is, what, that's 4, 8, hang on, is that right? Yeah, 4, 8, 12, 16. So we need 2 more tables at least. So if you put a table there and a table there, that will do the job for the tables, for the 24. And then we need a microscope. Hang on, so we need a periodic table. That can go maybe there, right by the door, periodic table and a chalkboard. They can go there, because that's where you're going to be stood at the front. And then we need a science cabinet. I think we only need the one of those. So let's pop a cabinet just there, and then a microscope can go next to the cabinet. There we go. We've got a bit of space in the middle. A bit of space in the middle. That's kind of wasted, isn't it? There's nothing really going on there. Hang on. Can we move those tables into the middle and have some more stuff in the corner? That might make a bit more sense. What if we had... what if we just built that bit and that bit to... What if we did that, actually? We do that, and then we can have some more stuff in this corner. So yeah, we could have ourselves another cabinet. So pop another science cabinet there, and then another microscope in the corner. There we go. And that's got more tables as well. That's got plenty of space in there. So it's got all the things in that it needs. Yeah, so eventually, when they've done the flooring of the computer lab, we should be able to get that one sorted. Now, as I recall, the computers are quite expensive in academia. Also, we haven't done the floor just there, have we? We've not done the floor. Yeah, do we want to get that like that? Do we want to put the door in that corner? Do we want the door in the middle? I don't know yet, but first things first, let's get this science room up and running. So there we go. Lots of work going on, and it's done. That's now a valid science room. Will we see people coming in? Immediately, yes. People are coming in, and they go. They're using Bunsen burners. Bunsen burners, gauze, beaker, test tube. That's kind of all I remember from science, and then copying someone else's work. Here they go. Here they go. All the students pouring in, going over to the little table of supplies. Yeah, they go. Bunsen burners, beakers, explosive chemicals, whatever that is, and then test tubes in test tube racks. And that's kind of my knowledge of science. There we go. We've done science. Okay, computer lab. Needs 5 computers. Now, yeah, they did used to be expensive. I'm expecting them to still be expensive. 450 monies. Okay, and really, we want 24 of them, because that's how many students are going to be actually in this class at any one time. We don't want to share computers, because that's just a bit rubbish. Okay, let's try and blueprint this a little bit. So we'll erase all of that blueprinted stuff so far, because we don't need that anymore. We might... Oh, no, that floor is done. That floor is done. The door is on back to front, however, which is a bit weird. But yeah, okay, the floor is in at least. So now let's have a look. So object outline. So if we say... Okay, so what if we have, so computers facing that way, and then computers facing that way. So we'll have them sort of back to back. So like a bank of computers down the middle. So how many is that? So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that would be 14 computers. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, well, that'd allow us to get 28 computers. So maybe we don't need that many. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 24. That would be 24 computers. Plus we would maybe throw in an extra couple of computers just there. I've used the wrong shaped thing. There we go. So there you go. Right, that looks okay. But then it also needs, in a computer room, it needs a chalkboard as well for some reason. Why do you need a chalkboard in a computer lab? It makes no sense. So yeah, so we could throw that in just there. We could put that in right now. That's quite nice. Also, can we put a plant in there or something? There we go. That's nice. Oh, also we want a window, don't we? Window. Big windows. Yeah, over here. Just in case of the chemicals. Let's put a couple of windows in the science lab. Just make sure they can vent any terrible noxious fumes out. Okay, right. So they'll come in and put those in. I mean, can we get those computers set up? Let's have a little look then, shall we? So these are, they're so expensive. But they come with a chair, I think. Do they come with a chair? No, they don't. They don't. So you have to put the chair in as well. Top of the line 100 megahertz processor and a 1 gigabyte hard drive. Wow. 1 gigabyte. It'll never fill up. Never fill up. Okay, so if we do that, and the idea being that then we put them back to back. So let's do that. So we can have that. Let's see if we can get, what's that, 8 in. So 8 of those, and then the chairs for that side point that way, and the chairs for that point that way. So now I think we can remove the blueprinting now, because I can remember what we're supposed to be doing with that. Can I remember? Let's take that out. Right, they're just going to run in and build these things. So now I think that should be a valid thing. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. We have unlocked many, many grants. Wow. Okay, right. Well, let's have a look at those then. Oh, there's loads of them. There's loads. Except sophomore transfer students. There are 5 sophomore students who want to transfer to your school. Make sure you have enough space for them. Can we do that at the start of the year? That gets us loads of stuff. Scientific method. Oh, well, we've done that. Oh, yes, that'll give us a massive pile of money. Yes, thank you. I think that's the one we started, was it? And then, no, did we do scientific method? Whatever, we've just got the thing for it anyway. There we go, so that's quite nice. And school expansion 100, reach 100 students. Okay, we'll take that one. Thank you very much. We haven't got 200 students just yet. School keeper. Ah, right, that's to do with buying land. Sustainable electricity. Place a solar panel. Okay, right. How much is a solar panel? Because this does give us quite a lot of money. They're not as good as the wind turbines, but if we can get 4 grand from it, and then we can just demolish a solar panel straight away, then yes, I think that sounds like a good idea. Hang on a minute, where did these come under? Utilities, wasn't it? A solar panel is 540 money. Well, why don't we just go, yeah, all right, put one of those just there, and then we'll accept that for an awful lot of money. They'll build that. We then get paid the money for that, and then we just take that down. Yeah, that's minus 17 a day, whereas they're minus 50 a day, so there's no real point having those. So we'll get rid of that again. There we go. Very nice. Okay, so now I've got all that money. What else have we got? Freshman transfer students. Yes, all these transfer students coming in. We'll do that next time. And then, yeah, the rest of it we can't do right now. But now we've got 22 grand. we've got 22 grand. We could get this computer room sorted out properly. That might be quite good. The computers do cost a little bit of electric, don't they? Yeah, they cost some electricity. Maybe we can get some more of these wind turbines in to offset the cost of all of the computers in here, because that is going to be relatively expensive. Yeah, let's get all that stuff in. Let's put a couple of these down. So we'll put one there and one there, just to save us a bit of money. And then, yes, then we'll go to a computer lab, and then we'll just kit this out with the rest of the things. So, yeah, okay, hang on a minute. Blueprint tool, away with you. So that's all that done. And then we will have ourselves these things here. So, yeah, so that's 4, so that's 5 and 6. So 5 and 6, and then we'll just repeat that all the way up there, and then all the way down that side, and then we're going to have an extra one, won't we, just in case. And then we can put that going down there, and the chairs go down there, and that's that sorted. So we've got money left. we've got money left to build some more of these things. Yeah, okay, right, hang on then. Let's get some more of the wind turbine things in then, whilst we're here. So, do you know what? Let's just get them like that. That'll do. Another 4 will do the job quite nicely. So there we go. And then look at that. It's a fully working. Oh, hang on. It's not fully working. Hang on. We've got a modded chair issue. Computer lab chairs. Right. Let's put chairs in. There we go. Proper chairs going in. You have to stand at these computers. It's good for you. It's good for you. Yeah, you have to exercise a little bit. There we go. But the builders will come in at some point. Right. Chairs for everybody. Marvellous. So there we go. In not too long, we have a working computer lab and a working science lab. Marvellous. One thing that we do need to do, I think, is get ourselves a bit of a janitor route set up in here, because already, even though this thing has been in use for hardly any time at all, there is some muck across there, and then the science lab is just full of all sorts of grot as well. I also noticed there's quite a bit of mud up there with the sort of the footprints or whatever it is. We might need to put some grass on that. Let's get that done first, actually. Let's get that done. Let's go to the right button. That might help. Right, outdoors and grass. We'll put some grass like that. There we go. And then we'll put some planters around the place again, because they do seem to... I don't know who would have shortcutted across there, actually. I don't know why. Yeah, look, there's kind of footprints going that way. Across there. I don't know why people would have done that. I'm not entirely sure. And look, they're using that as a shortcut. I wish they would stick to the paths. I wish they would stick to the pathing that's been provided. Right, hang on. Let's nip that in the bud, shall we? Right, walls. Let's go to a wooden wall. Boom. Please stop shortcutting across the mud. Please stop it, because it's making the school dirty, and then we'll get a bad cleanliness rating and all that kind of stuff. So there is one janitor just there, just sort of, yeah, he's one of the roaming ones. So I think we get another janitor. We'll pop another janitor down. That's fine. They're a bit cheaper for the wages because of our sort of not a vice principal, our actual principal. And then, yeah, we'll get ourselves a janitor route set up. So janitor routing, we'll create a route. Right, this corridor down here looks a little bit... That could be a bit empty. Does the faculty office get dirty or whatever? It might do. So we'll start someone there, pop them into there, pop them into the staff lounge. We'll put them just there, because it doesn't look like they go there yet. And they can come into... Maybe they can go there, and then into these. That'll be a loo eventually. And then into the corner of the science room, over that side, and then into there. And currently complete the route just there, although we'll add on to that when we've got all more sort of structures over here and stuff. But there we go. And then we've still got 4 roaming janitors. Do we want to get another janitor just to make sure? Do you know what? I think we're okay. Are we still on the 4 delinquent students? Yes, we are. Okay, so there we go. So we should have someone running in and cleaning all this stuff up. Do we also zone this out as a toilet, just to get some very basic things in, just to get, you know, at least just like 2 cubicles and 2 sinks or something? It might be worth doing. Let's get that done as well. Just they've got, you know, for over here, you can then nip to the loo over there rather than having to walk through to the main building. So where is it? Where is toilet? So a neutral toilet, that's fine. We've got loads of them around the place. And then object-wise, scroll down to toilet. Okay, so let's just put, I don't know, 3. 3 of those things there. And then 3 sinks like that. And we will put a hand sanitizer just there by the door if you care to use it as well as washing your hands, obviously. So at least that's somewhere. That is somewhere where students can go to the loo once it's actually a valid sort of structure. Come on, get this done. Make it a valid room. Where are our builders? Where are the builders? What are they doing? They've finished doing that bit of wall up there. Oh, here they are. Here they are. And it's done. So that is now a valid toilet room as well. So there's an extra place where people can go to the loo. Already they're running in, look. Okay, maybe we need to put some more in. And a student's been set straight by counselling. We're down to 3. We are down to 3, which is good. Yeah, let's get some more toilet cubicles in. Can we afford... Let's put 2 in. Yeah, our funds are running low, aren't they? And if we get a random event in, if we get a random event that requires some money, we might be in trouble. Another student's been set straight. We're down to 2. We're down to 2 from, what was it, 9 at the start of day 6. We had 9. Down to 2 already. Well done, counsellors. Well done, counsellor squad. So day 8 has rolled round. The little sort of thing did pop in from the side saying, your students are unhappy. But yeah, there's only two. One is I wasn't able to get food, and I'm very, very doubtful that that's really the case, because we've got loads of vending machines around the place now as well. But that's only one person, so that's not so bad. And school should be more fun. But we haven't got a problem with the toilets anymore. We have not got there's not enough places to go and pee and poop and all that kind of stuff. So there we go. So one person complaining about food, which we've seen quite a bit of, and one saying it should be more fun. Now, yeah, we do need to get some of the extra rooms in. We've got two sort of room types left that we've not covered. I think they're over here. So yeah, it's a swimming pool and the basketball court. And they're the last two room types that we can add in. And yeah, so which one does this one do? So the oval track is for, where's that? The oval track is for sophomore students, because for some reason other year groups aren't allowed to go running. I don't know why. The swimming pool is for juniors and the basketball is for seniors. Yeah, so the fields that we've got in place, they're just for the freshmen then, I assume. I don't know if it actually says that or not. Yeah, so the field is just for freshman students. The oval track is for the sophomores, swimming pools for the juniors, and basketballs for the seniors. Okay, so we haven't got those other two room types in. So it might be worth trying to get those in as well at some point. I noticed that the science lab is still a mess. Oh, there's someone in there cleaning up. Oh, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, you're doing a grand job. Do you know what we could do with over here? Over this side, let's get ourselves a vending machine, because we know these are important. So we'll put a vending machine kind of in the corridor just there. And we'll also get ourselves a trash can, and we'll put that next to it. So hopefully the students can chuck their rubbish into there rather than just chucking it on the floor. Okay, that's much better. So now what do we want to do with our monies? What do we want to do? A truant has been caught. We're down to 2. We're down to 2. Can we just make sure that we're actually doing this properly? That's sanitation. Oh, there's all sorts of grot around the place. Unpaved ground. Unpaved ground. 121 tiles of just muck. That's very unfortunate, isn't it? Yeah, let's have a look here. So truant, yeah, you can go to counselling. And the smoker, absolutely. Down to counselling with you two, and hopefully that will sort things out between you two, and then yeah, we'll be down to no delinquents, which is wonderful. So yeah, what do we want to do with our monies now? Do we want to get those things researched and maybe put in a swimming pool and some various other bits and bobs, or do we want to keep the money for something else? I mean, where are we going to put pools? Where are we going to put a swimming pool? I'm not entirely sure where we're going to put a swimming pool. I do not know. Or do we get some other stuff researched, like counselling priorities and delinquent labour or other things? What about the microfiber mops? That means that they clean quicker. That might be quite good for the end of the year. Joe, let's get that. Let's get microfiber mops. Let's treat our cleaners, let's treat the janitors to some fancy equipment. Let's give them lovely, very exciting microfiber mops. And microfiber mop research is complete. There we go, janitors. We've given you a little treat. You've got fancy mops now. I mean, do they look any different? I don't know. I mean, they kind of look the same. I don't really know what a microfiber mop looks like, but they should be cleaning significantly quicker. And yeah, that looks pretty quick. That looks a little bit quicker. So there we go. So we've invested a bit in that. We've got 3,607 monies left. We haven't done anything down here. I don't think we need to really do anything with that. That's going to be a sort of a toilet zone eventually, and that's going to be a common area. But I don't really think we need to put the money into those things right now. I think maybe, let's have a look here. Hang on, have we got, swimming laps. Let's do this. Let's get £2,000 in advance, £2,000 completion bonus. Let's research a swimming pool, and then we shall build a swimming pool. So yeah, we'll have that, please. And then how much is it to actually get that research? It was only cheap, wasn't it? Yeah, £1,000. £1,000 to let us have a swimming pool, and an hour. So it's going to be done in no time at all. So, okay, right. The only thing is, where do we put a pool? Let's see how big they are. When that's done, we need to see how big a swimming pool is, because I cannot exactly remember. I'm wondering if we can fit one here. And I'm thinking some other stuff might have to go into extra bits of land, because I'm not entirely sure that we will that we've got enough room to do all the things that we need to build. But in here, could we fit a pool in here? Let's have a little nosy, shall we? So let's go to here and go to swimming pool. Go to swimming pool. We could fit 2 in theory. We get 2 swimming pools, and yet we're having them inside because outside pools just sounds unpleasant. I want them under a roof. Otherwise they're going to get all grotty and horrible and full of leaves and dead bugs. We're going to have to keep sort of, getting one of those, like a net on a very long pole, and we're going to have to kind of clean it all the time, which sounds very tedious. So we will put them in here. But yeah, look, they fit in there pretty much perfectly. And then we can have room on the side for various other little bits and bobs. We can put the sports benches on the side. So it's a bit of a squish, but it will do the job. It will do the job just fine. So let's do that, shall we? So we want to put some flooring down first. So we'll have bathroom tiles because it's a swimming pool area. So we'll have some tiles. That's absolutely fine. And we'll take that wall out, actually. We don't need a wall. This can just be a little sort of indoor swimming kind of area. So we'll remove the blueprint from that there. So there we go. So now that can just be a double sort of swimming pool room when the floor goes in. And yeah, we might have to wait for the next day as well. Another student says straight. There's none. There's 0. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Whoa. 0? Yes. We have no delinquent students of any kind. All the students, and one of them has been set straight by counselling, even though they weren't misbehaving. Such is the power of Hector. He's gone into their future and made them behave in the future before they've even become troublesome. It's like Minority Report, but for troublesome kids. Oh, that's interesting. So the little thing popped up at the start of day 9 saying your students are unhappy. So we've had a look, and now it is only just because one person thinks school should be more fun. That is it. One person is a little bit miffed that school isn't fun enough. But yeah, the person that was complaining about a lack of food is now seemingly happy with that. There is enough food and space to eat. So of our 188 students, they all think there is enough food and space to eat, which is wonderful. That's very good. Okay, repair that toilet cubicle as well, please, somebody. Right, so they're still working on the floor. They obviously all got distracted by going home and all that kind of stuff. So here we go. They're going to work on this. They have left out a couple of tiles. Is the other one coming in to fill in the gaps? Please don't leave that one tile just there. That's going to be really irritating. Yeah, that's just irritating. Right, okay. Yeah, I wonder why they do that. Wonder why they do that. I might have to mention that to the devs. There we go. Right, and now we've got 11 grand. I didn't actually notice how expensive a swimming pool was. 1,800 monies for a swimming pool. I think that's very cheap. I think that's very cheap indeed. Right, we can't rotate them, so it's just going to be a case of we'll put one there and one. Let's put one there and one there, and then we'll put the benches across the side. So a bench and a bench like that, and then a bench and a bench. In fact, you know what? Let's get rid of that bench there and that bench there. We'll put them like that. And put that one there, and then the water fountain. Does it need a? Hang on. Does it need a water fountain in it itself? Special rooms, swimming pool. So drag that out to there, and that out to there. Does it need a drinks machine? It needs 2 benches and a water fountain. Okay, yes, so it does need the water fountain, and then we can put them at the end, like that and that. So they're in the individual zones to the swimming pool. So here we go. They are in there. They're building swimming pools. 2 of them got the big jobs of putting the swimming pool together. You're just putting a bench together, but that's fine. So there we go. Benches are in. And there we go. Look at that. We've got that done as well. Yes. Full court press grant. Ah, that's going to be the basketball court thing, isn't it? That's going to be the basketball court thing. Research water pump. Place water pump. We've done that, haven't we? We've placed a water pump. Oh no, it means one of the little tiny water pumps. Oh, let's do that. Yeah, there we go. It means one of those sort of little water pumps rather than the big ones with a sort of a thing on the top, like a little sort of like a windmill. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll accept sustainable water grant for 3,300 monies. Thank you very much. Someone can run in here and build this, and then they can just dismantle it again. Yay, there we go. Does that open up anything else? No. Okay, right. Dismantle that because we might as well have the better ones. In fact, while we're on that, we've got 15 grand. Got 15 grand. Do you want to do some different research? Yeah, do we want to get some more of those in, or do we want to do some different research? I mean, basketball court would make sense, just get that done. Just to get that done and out of the way. And then we can look at maybe treating ourselves to something else, the worker range or good drugs or something. Good drugs. That's never a good thing. It means good medicinal drugs. That's what it means. Yeah, okay. Let's do that then. Let's get ourselves basketball court done first. And again, that's very quick. That's really quick. So when that's done, we'll go and pick another thing to research. And I think it's almost done. There it is. Oh, random event time. Right, it's fortunate that this has happened now because we've got quite a bit of money if we need to spend it. So, okay, yes, a random event. A violent video game has been released and some parents demand that you crack down on games in school. Okay, so we can lose 10 reputation or prestige, whatever. We just ignore them. Just ignore the complaining parents and hope they go away. If managed properly, video games are just like any other hobby. There is a 50% chance that one student becomes rowdy. 10 prestige, so we get 10, give in to the parents' demands and ban video games at school. There is a 50% chance that a student becomes rowdy. I'm not doing that. Not banning video games. Or we pay £1,000, which is fine, have your counsellor lead a session on mental health and managing gameplay with parents and students, and that gets us 50 prestige, guaranteed, for £1,000. Yes, we will do that. Oh, it's the counsellor, it's Hector. It's Wonder Hector again. Okay. What's that there? Oh, that's a little bit of Mortal Kombat by the look of it. Okay. Right, so yeah, we'll do that. I don't know what it's got to resolve because it's a 100% chance, but there. Violent video games cannot be blamed for everything, but educating parents and students on managing game-playing habits is the best plan of action. 50 prestige is ours. That is wonderful. There we go, £1,000 for 50 prestige. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Right, now research-wise, basketball court is researched. We haven't got a basketball court in right now. I mean, counselling priority. What about, faster janitors. That might be quite useful. Increased janitor range. That might be quite useful as well. +1 tile to janitor range. They're more likely to see grot when they're on their routes and when they're walking about, so they can clean things up a bit more. Do we get that? Let's get that. Let's increase the range of our janitor, shall we? So that's going to take 4 hours. And then, yeah, do we keep the rest of that money? Do we keep the £9,000 and carry it over into the build phase and then get some more stuff constructed when we actually finish the year and get to a new year and actually get to do some more building and stuff? I think that's what we might do. Let's keep that £9,000. What's it going to be by the time that finishes? About 2 o'clock or something. So we'll just run it on to the end of the year and we'll just see what happens with our students. Oh, we've got a delinquent again. A delinquent has appeared. Oh no, in the seniors. How are they doing here? Oh, that is wonderful. Look at the numbers. Language. Wow. Wow, we're very good at teaching language. Not so good at doing the other things still. Math and science, we're struggling a tiny bit. But yeah, look at those numbers going up. Okay, this is wonderful. And of course, there's still a couple of lessons left. So hopefully, could we get everything at least over 90? That would be good, wouldn't it? If all of our lesson result things could be over 90, that would be very, very encouraging. There's not long left. There's not long left. Come on, teachers. Teach really, really well. Increased janitor range research is done, which is very, very lovely. I'm just trying to get the science, trying to will the science numbers up to 90 and the PE numbers up. There you go, PE up to 90. Science still, yay, there we go. So everything is on 90. I think that's pretty good. Given that we've got the bog standard teachers, we've got the standard teachers. We've not invested in the fancy pants teachers yet. Where's that there? We've not spent £8,000 on getting good teachers in. So yeah, we've got the ordinary teachers, but still they're doing pretty well. What does that give us actually? To access some good teachers, when clicking find more, at least one doctorate degree teacher will appear. What's that? 2 doctorate degree teachers and 1 special, and that is 3 doctorate degree and 2 special teachers. I mean, eventually we are going to want to get the special teachers in. We are going to want to get those in eventually. But yeah, right now, our regular teaching staff are working wonders. That's the wrong button. Let's press this one. There we go. And it's gone up to 91. And has that student actually been corrected? Yes. They have been set straight by counselling. So, as of right now, we have no delinquent students. The only thing that's going to bring us down, I think, is dirt. But the dirt from those footprints is gone. The dirt from those footprints is gone. Hang on. Sanitation. What have we got? Bit of litter. 123 areas of dirt. Where? Where is 123? I mean, what's going on in here? I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why this bit of the school is so grubby. I don't really know why that's so bad. There's someone still cut through over there. How? Someone was up here. What were you doing up there? I'm intrigued as to why someone was coming down this way. I don't know what they were doing up in this area in the first place. That's very befuddling. Unless they're cutting through the top of here or something? I don't know. I do not know. But okay, well, I mean, yeah, hopefully that they are cleaning it up. We've got a bit of time before the year ends for you just do some last minute microfiber mopping. Come on. Clean up some of this. Oh, look at the science room and the computer area. They're just horrible messes. Why is it such a mess? Right, we might need some more janitors. Get some more janitors. But here we go. End of the year. Let's hope that things go very well. Final exams, okie dokie. And we were, I can't remember what we were. 420 somethings were we? We've moved up to the Conifer League. Are we in the silver bracket now? This is very exciting. 212? Wow. Okay, that's much higher than I thought it was going to be. Okay, and we got a B for cleanliness. Even though I thought we would be a little bit rubbish, we actually got a B for that. So everything else A, a grade A overall, 165 prestige, 7 grand in cash, very lovely. We did, 98% pass rate. That is very good indeed. So let's have a look at the exam results, shall we? So no failures again. No one failed. So of all of the students that took an exam, they all failed. And the only reason we've not got a 100% rate is because 4 people dropped out, which I still think is a bit harsh. Because they dropped out. They opted to go to another school. It's not our fault they went somewhere else. So yeah, really, we had a 100% pass rate because 100% of the people that took the exams actually passed. That is wonderful. Oh, that's very good indeed. So yeah, and we only had 4 dropouts as well. That's actually not that bad. That's not that bad at all. I'm quite happy with that. Okay, that went very well indeed. Now, where are our opponents? Where are the evil intelligence institute? Oh, they're languishing down here. They're languishing down here in 228th. We're in 212th. I can just see them. I can just see them down there, somewhere down there in the rankings somewhere. I can just about make them out. Take that, Intelligence Institute, with your sinister skull motif. Okay, lovely. Well, there we go. We'll go to the next school year. We might as well just get on with this bit and we'll go into the build phase. Okay, so build phase of year 7 is underway. We've been given our money, so $16,607 we've got. So yeah, I think maybe we invest it in getting some more rooms set up. We're not going to put more classrooms in. For a couple of reasons. One is we're not really ready for the next load of students to come in because we only have this one cafeteria just here. And as people have pointed out in the comments many a time, if we set these up as classrooms or these ones down here as classrooms, this cafeteria is going to be entirely swamped and it's just not going to work. And then the students will leave because they're hungry and all that kind of stuff. So we do need another cafeteria somewhere. And also setting up all of those rooms is going to be expensive, and then we're going to need to hire teachers to go into them as well and all that kind of stuff. So we'll save the money for this time. It might be that year 7 could be the year where we just get a lot of these extra little bonuses in, like the worker range and faster workers and good drugs and faster janitors. We just get some more of these lovely little additional things in. I think that might be worth doing in this next sort of coming year. But I think what we'll do is we'll finish up for the moment, and then when we come back, we'll sort out the admissions of year 7, and we'll do maybe a little bit of building, maybe just build an extra art room or something like that. We just build, maybe an extra pairing of rooms up here, or maybe an extra computer lab and science lab or whatever, just to get something in. And then, yeah, we save the money and we just treat ourselves to all of the non-essential but very useful and beneficial kind of little research things just here. I think that's what we might do next time round. But yeah, we'll do all that at some point in the future. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, then please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Academia School Simulator. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time.
How are we doing? You've just circumvented the queue. You, sir, are a cheat. Oh my goodness me, there's 12 million people that just come in from an airplane. Are you a skeleton? Are you just Skeletor? Is that all it is? You, madam, you are a pain. You are a scourge upon this earth. People are urinating on the floor.